you're new to the channel, awesome, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back, right? So we'll take a look at this Bitcoin. And as I talked about is the higher time frames are still bullish, right? So what that means to me is that it's still buy the dip season, and I wouldn't be shorting it personally. Sometimes I have in the past, but I'm not shorting it as much in a bull run as I would in a bear market, right? So that's just a clear distinction. A lot of people get confused out there on the Twitter X app and stuff like that. When it's bullish and ultra bullish on the higher time frames is buy the dip season. When it's bearish and ultra bearish on the higher time frames, then it's short the bounce season, right? So right now it's buy the dip season and it continues to be bullish, right? So price came up into this $52,000 area over here back on the 14th, and it's basically been consolidating sideways for 8 days. What we talked about was kind of letting the trending dots catch up, right? Kind of letting the trending dots catch up, and you can see it's letting the trending dots catch up. So we will see if there's going to be a correction a little bit deeper or not. Again, put out that 14-minute video on Monday and send out or was it Monday or Sunday? I don't know. I can't remember. Sunday or Monday. And I did the newsletter on Monday as well. I think it was Monday. And I sent out the newsletter as well on Monday and talking about the Bitcoin and these shorter term retracements. And then we've talked about it again on, shorter term, midterm, and longer term targets. Nothing really has changed for me based off of that. Gert, Jan, good morning. Hi, everybody. Welcome back, Gert, Jan. Ten Hove, good to see you back on here. So basically been going sideways, right? I drew this channel based off of like a lower time frame, like the 4-hour chart. And you can see it's just basically been going sideways within this range. Of course, a couple wicks up to the upside, a couple wicks to the downside, but overall, just been going sideways since the 14th over here. It's hit one target. We don't know if a second target's going to get hit or not, but it's possible that this was a lower low, and a lower high on the 4-hour chart. But overall, it's just basically been going sideways to let the trending dots catch up. Good morning, Emilio. Welcome back. Tomas, welcome back. Good morning. Good to see everyone back. So it's possible this is a slightly lower low. It's possible this is a slightly lower high. And we will see if it starts to break back down again. And of course, if it starts closing back below target 1 and does not find support, so far you can see that it's retested it 2 or 3 wicks on the 4-hour chart and just came up short over here. So we will see. There was another sell signal. If you look at this Bitcoin chart, it started off a little bit more bearish faster, and you can see a little bit clearer over here that it did take out that pivot point over there. So we'll continue to watch it. Takes some time to play out. It could be a very shallow retracement, maybe 1 target, maybe 2 targets. And of course, target 3 and target 4 are on there for a reason. So we will see what happens on Bitcoin. But again, we did a little bit deeper dive over there in the 14-minute chart. If you stick around, and if you smash the like button, and if you subscribe, I would appreciate it. But if you do stick around, I have a really good chart to show you that I was going to talk about on Twitter Spaces today. So I was on a Twitter Spaces earlier. I was on for about 30, 35 minutes. I was raising my hand. I was being patient. I was being, I wasn't cutting people off like others. And there's just too many speakers. So, after about 30, 35 minutes of that nonsense, I jumped off of it, right? But I will be on a really good Twitter Spaces call today at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for my buddy Kelly Kellum and Crypto Vet Harry over there. They've been doing it for about 2 years. I've been on there many times. I continue to go back to the Twitter Spaces over there because they know how to run it. They have 3 to 5 speakers, not 15. People raise their hand. They're respectable. They're they don't cut you off, and they let you say what you're trying to say, right? Kind of like we are doing right now. Ayan Awari, welcome back. Matthew, what's good, my guy? If you have an extra second, would you love a quick XRP cover? Yeah, you got it. You got it, Matthew. We'll do it on the second half of the live stream. The first half, we're just going to dive in the charts. Let me finish my thought over here. That Twitter Spaces will be at 12 p.m. You can look for me on Twitter, X app. And then Kelly Kellum is an amazing host. And I've even recommended him to other Twitter Spaces hosts that are much bigger for him to host their site. You know, that's how highly I think of him over there. So with that, if you stick around, the chart I'm going to be sharing on the Twitter Spaces that I meant to share this morning before getting not able to speak right for 35 minutes. I was off. I'm going to share on this live stream today. So stick around. Ethereum still bullish. Let's get back on the daily chart. Still ultra bullish, right? Still ultra bullish. Could be letting the trending dots kind of catch up, you know, possibly go sideways similar to Bitcoin, right? And remember, it's only hit 3 out of the 4 longer term targets so far. Remember, Bitcoin is above the 4th target, or was, yeah, I think it's in the 4th target right now. Let's see, where is it? This is the 5th target, right? So I believe it's right in the 4th target or right above it. But regardless, I took it off just so we could see a little bit better. Matthew, you got it, my man. You got it. Dallas, yes, please. Don't give those guys your time. Yeah, I'm not. I did it once, Dallas, on the first Twitter Spaces. I waited an hour patiently. I started to get in my flow. I started to get my groove, and I had some, in my opinion, I had some good alpha coming their way, and then I was cut off, and then it turned into the other Twitter Spaces co-host, you know, telling the other co-host, "Don't cut me off," blah blah blah, and I was just like, "This is dumb." And then I was like, "Oh," and then they asked me to come on again, and I kept missing them for like a couple weeks, and then agreed to come back on again, Dallas, today, and it was the same thing. So I'm not going to be going back on that one anymore. But I do have to say, the Twitter Spaces at 12 p.m. today is going to be really good. It's going to be really good. I know it is. Like, we get in the flow. We don't always agree, especially in the bear market in 2022. I was called the resident bear because we were shorting bounces. So anyways, my man, hope you're doing well, my friend. And by the way, they came around finally after like 4 to 5 months. And it was like, yes, we're finally in a bear market, right? 4 to 5 months into 2022. Better late than never. My man, hope you're doing well, my friend. Thanks for the hard work. Thanks, Arnold. Appreciate you. Our first and only moderator in the Discord. Shout out to my man, Arnold. I appreciate everything you do. He was helping people over there. Just, you know, he volunteers. By the way, he volunteers. Let me just say that. So that's how much we appreciate him. He volunteers, but he was helping people just out of the kindness of his heart in the Discord with all their questions and tagging me if they had a question about the Discord and I didn't see it because they didn't tag me, right? Arnold was helping out. So I asked him if he could help me with being our first and official moderator over there. So I appreciate it. He's unpaid. So give a shout out to my man Arnold in the Discord. Appreciate him. Send him messages on the Twitter X app and follow him over there. Thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, I was there for both. They do nothing but lose money. Yeah. When X Space with Snipers Group, ooh, I don't know. I would need a host, right? I would commit and I would do it, Arnold, but I would need a really good host like Kelly Kellum, or someone who can do what Kelly Kellum does, because he's such a great host. So if anyone can mirror Kelly Kellum, I would consider doing at least a weekly Twitter Spaces. And so that's an open invitation to whoever, you know, if you don't know Kelly Kellum, jump on our Twitter Spaces today at 12 p.m. And if anyone can mirror what, it would be unpaid, obviously. I don't get paid to go on these Twitter Spaces. We don't have any sponsors or affiliates or anything like that. But if you want to provide value to the community and help people in the community, and somebody wants to host it and can host it as good as Kelly Kellum, I'm only going to commit to something if it's going to be what I feel is the best, right? The best. So, and plus you'd have to go out and find other speakers. I can talk a lot, so I can speak, but we can, and we don't have to have big accounts on there. We could have smaller accounts who are really good at what they do. So I'm open to it. Yes, 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 yes. Arnold, your charts rock too. Yep, I agree. I agree. I agree. All right, let's get back to it. Ethereum, excuse me. Sorry. This last bit of this cough still lingering, but I'm feeling 99.99% good. I feel good. So just got this remaining last bit of a cough, but we'll shake it. We'll shake it. The perma cough, right? Ultra bullish on the daily chart with Ethereum. It could be going sideways, kind of let the trending dots catch up. Very similar to Bitcoin. Doesn't mean it couldn't come back down for retracement and put in a higher low again, but it is ultra bullish on the daily chart. It is ultra bullish on the weekly chart. So any shorter term corrections could be all bought up. It's called buy the dip season for a reason. The monthly chart is bullish. Remember, Bitcoin is up here, and it's ultra bullish on the daily and the weekly chart. And so I'm not going to say don't. None of this is financial advice. Do all of your own research. This is for educational purposes only. And if you were to short it, it better be based off the lower time frames, like really low. You better have your entries, your exits, your take profits. I've shorted Bitcoin several times, even in a bull market in 2021, but it wasn't with the full stack. A, let me just point that out. B, it was after lower high. So it was confirming the breakdown back in May 2021 when it was prices about $50,000, and I shorted it then. But I'm not in the habit of shorting Bitcoin in a bull run, right? So I would pick my spots, and I haven't shorted it since it hit target 2 at $27,000. I haven't shorted it since then. So FYI. So that's Ethereum. Solana, right? Had a pending sell signal yesterday, right? I think it even had a pending sell signal. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I'm pretty sure Solana had a pending sell signal when it was down here at 103, push back up, right? Yesterday, it for sure had a pending sell signal yesterday and then push back up, right? Kind of let the trending dots catch up. Now we have a pending sell signal again on Solana. Finally saying it correctly. I always get corrected. And we got a pending red dot as well, right? So that's Solana. Let's see what else. I'll be there, boss, if you can share the link. All right, I'll share it in the Discord. You got it. Thank you, Crashman. I'll follow your work as well. Yep. What else? Oh, Crashman. Yeah, I think you sent me another direct message in the Discord, Crashman, but I was getting ready for the live stream, so I couldn't respond. But I gave you a little emoji over there. You posted a chart in the direct message. I think you crushed RMDR. I think you crushed it, right? And I remember you asking me about it early on in the Discord, and I think maybe even on the live streams a little bit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure when it was like really low. And so I think you crushed it. Let me know in the comments if you're still holding RMDR. What's your plan? Did you take profits? Where are you at on that? Where are you at? Thank you, Crashman. Yep, got that one. All right. So that's Solana. Another pending sell signal on the daily chart. We're gonna have to go a little bit faster. We're already 14 minutes in. DOT still holding on, right? It's possible to find support at the trending dots on DOT. Still currently bullish over there. Cardano, will the trending dots hold it up? We don't know. We'll find out. There was a reversal candle. It was getting overbought. Could possibly be a lower high, right? Sand, is the trending dots holding up sand possible? Near broke down from this trend line, closed below the trending dots, had a pending sell signal on near. A lot of these crypto assets had a pending sell signal yesterday, right? A lot of them, at least half of these ones that I've been covering, at least half of them had pending sell signals yesterday and didn't close with the sell signal, right? So just something to as an awareness. Mana was another one. Decentraland closed below it, had a pending sell signal, battling back up right now, but it's still below the trading dots right now. Chainlink had a pending sell signal. I believe it had a pending sell signal 2 days in a row. This would be the third day in a row. Colson, I have a fraction of my RNDR bag. Entry was $1. I remember. I was gonna say I think it was around $1.50. Most of my exit was around 2.30, and I'm writing nice. That is a well thought out plan. I saw your chart. I love it. By the way, shout out to Colson. Colson posts for free. Again, we have like-minded Discord community members, and Colson's been helping out, and he's unpaid. He does it again out of the kindness of his heart, and he really truly wants to help people, just like Arnold, and give back to the sniper community. As you can see, this is a very profitable trade for him. Swing trade, long trade, position trade, kind of a trades that turned into more of a longer term investment hold, right? He posts in the sentiment scores. We created his own channel. He's got his own channel in the Discord. He posts sentiment scores for Bitcoin and all that stuff. So I just want to say shout out to Colson. I appreciate all of his hard work and giving back to the community over there. I appreciate that. He deserves that a lot. He deserves every single dollar of that he made. He did not get lucky. Yes, it was right time, right place, but also he had to put in the work to do all this. So Colson's a longtime market sniper as well. That's a really good entry. Oh yeah. All right, let's get back to it. MicroStrategy. What's MicroStrategy doing? So is this going to be a higher low? Is it letting the trending dots catch up? It's possible. It's possible that's a higher low. Still bullish on the daily chart. Weekly chart is still ultra bullish as of right now. It's possible it could put in this bearish divergence, but if it closes back above it, the divergence is gone as of right now, right? So we will see. That's MicroStrategy, but let's stay in the daily chart for now. It's possible this was a higher low, pumped up, puts in a higher high, right? This could be another higher low, but too early to call it. There's a gap down here at 590, right? So just be aware of that. NASDAQ is bullish, up 2.5%, obviously because of NVIDIA and two of the Magnificent Seven stocks are going wild right now. So it's helping with the NASDAQ, which is great. If the NASDAQ is pumping, it helps pump all the other stocks that were trading over there. So has not hit any of these targets yet. There was a pending sell signal for the last couple of days, right? Especially when the wick was all the way down here at 17,400, and then it just reversed right back around. If you look at the 4-hour chart, you can see it, right? It was breaking down, got very close to target one, and then it was pushed up higher. We will see if it continues up, and this would just be a bear trap, right? So I personally didn't short the NASDAQ, but it was looking like a potential short could play out, but we'll see. But I personally did not short it. Remember, the weekly chart was bullish and ultra bullish, and it's still above the trading dots. Everything is still bullish, right? There was a pending sell signal, but maybe it's a take profit situation, but it wasn't a short play for me, unless you're going to drop all the way down to like the 1-hour chart, the 2-hour chart, or the 4-hour chart. It wouldn't be a short for me, just at FYI. So S&P 500 continues to be bullish. There was never a pending sell signal. Dow Jones, never a pending sell signal, I don't believe. Maybe on this candle, but I don't believe there was. Russell 2000, there was a pending sell signal. Dollars kind of flat today, pushed all the way down to 103 and reverse back up. Is it back testing this upward trend line, and will it come back down? We don't know. U.S. 10-year yields continue to be bullish over here on the 10-year yields, pushing up to 4.3%. The VIX is back down today. We talk about this all the time. Pump up, down, up, down, up, down, all the way up to 3, came all the way back down, pumped up to 2.
is it putting in higher lows and higher highs? We don't know. It looks like it. It has been doing that since December. So we will see if it continues to do that or not over on the VIX. And let's switch gears back over to the Magnificent Seven real quick. NVIDIA was coming all the way down with a pending sell signal. There was no sell signal. And then after that move down, they gapped it up on earnings, right? So it was 11% move down, and then they gapped it up 15%. And here we are, 15% up, ultra bullish on the daily chart, still, right? Weekly chart, still bullish, came all the way back down to back test ANF target 2. And I pointed out the after hours price because I posted that like I think it was at like 1:30 a.m. my time. I was woken up by the carbon monoxide detector and I couldn't get back to sleep till about 3 a.m. Woke up at 6 a.m. because the market's open at 6:30 a.m. So I'm sure I'll crash hard early later tonight, but I'm probably on like 4 hours sleep. No big deal. It's trending towards ANF target 3, right? Remember, ANF target 3 was already hit by ANF, and it was above it. I haven't taken a look at it today, right? So NVIDIA is going parabolic, similar to ANF, and it's hitting similar targets. When will Bitcoin and crypto do something similar? I can't wait. I hope it does. I hope it does. I hope it does. I hope it does. I've been talking about since 2021 when I was saying that I was out of Bitcoin at $61,000, that I hope the market snipers get one more bull run to change their lives, right? At least one more. I mean, if we got more, awesome. But hopefully we get one more bull run. Meta, not everybody will change their lives, right? People will jump in, jump out, take unnecessary risk, and lose a lot of money with leverage, blah, 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 right? So never a guarantee. It's all about the execution. Meta. So the top two Magnificent Sevens over here, you got NVIDIA and Meta up 4%, ultra bullish on the weekly chart, right? Amazon, ultra bullish on the weekly chart over here. Has not even taken out the former all-time highs yet. We will see if it does or not. Trending that way. Microsoft still bullish, still above the trending dots, right? Came very close to hitting target 1, but did not, right? Coincidence? Maybe coincidence, right? So we will see on Microsoft, but it is still currently bullish on the weekly chart. Could just kind of be letting the trending dots catch up over there. Tesla, is it finding bottom, right? We've been talking about Tesla. Is it finding bottom? The weekly chart, not yet. Too early to call it on the weekly chart. However, we did call out bullish divergence. We did talk about possible higher low. Price pumped back up. There was a pending buy signal, I believe, and then came all the way back down to the green trending dots, and it looks like it possibly could be finding support, right? So it's possible Tesla is finding support on the daily chart, and we kind of mapped this out already, like a week ago, where bullish divergence, come back up, right? Maybe comes back like this, right? And then who knows if it retraces all the way back up, puts in another higher low, and then continues out like that. We don't know how it's going to play out, but it could be something similar to that. And it seems to be trending up right now. However, Rivian, which we've talked about for several times on the live streams, that it seemed very correlated to Tesla. It was basically doing what Tesla was doing until it doesn't, right? Until it doesn't. And we can take a look at that later here. We're going to finish up on Apple. But basically, Rivian dropped and gapped down 24% today. So a little teaser alert over there. I posted on the Twitter X app. Google, Apple seem kind of flat today. If you look over here, you got Microsoft almost 2%. It's pretty big. Meta 4%, NVIDIA 15%, Amazon 2%, AVGO 5%, right? But Apple's flat, Google's flat, BRK.B flat. You can see that they're not even green on the heat map. So they're flat. And kind of talking about that ahead of time, you can just kind of see it over here, but I like to look at the heat map every once in a while. Let's keep going. All right, let's switch back over to some of these Let's go to the Bitcoin mining stocks. What are the Bitcoin mining stocks doing? HUT flat today, right? HUT's flat. Had a sell signal yesterday. Could be finding support at the trending dots. Could be finding support at the trending dots. It's possible, right? We'll continue to watch it, but overall flat 0.2% as of right now. Hive, possible puts in a higher low, but currently up 2%. For Bitcoin mining stocks, that's pretty flat, right? When they move 5 to 10% downwards and 10 to 15% upwards or vice versa, they move very fast. So 2% is kind of flat today. You can see CLSK up 12%. So that's what I'm kind of talking about. But bullish currently on the daily chart. MIGI, I drew this out when it broke all the way down on February 15th down here. I drew this out as the next possible buy the dip scenario. If you look at it, and I was looking on the 1 hour chart, possible in the near future, we could see a breakout on MIGI, but too early to call it right now. Trending dots are still above. They're still red. Daily chart is bearish. Weekly chart, currently bearish and below the trending dots, right? Just too early to call it. But if it does find support here, then that could be a higher low scenario. So you've got didn't quite make a higher high, right? It did not. Hold on, let's turn this off for a second on the weekly chart. So you got the pivot here, did not make a higher high here. So it's possible it puts in a higher low and then a higher high after that. So we'll continue to watch it. That's MIGI. Let's get back on the daily chart for Bitfarm up 3%. Possible this is a higher low. Too early to say. CLSK, possible this is a higher low. Too early to say. Don't forget there is a gap down here. May or may not get filled. See what the gap is, 14%. So maybe it gets filled in the next bear market. Who knows, right? Possible puts in a lower high and comes back down and fills the gap too. So that CLSK is up 12%. Marathon Digital, maybe it's finding support. Maybe this is a higher low. And kind of find support at the trending dots. It kind of moves back up. I lost my train of thought there for a second. Oh, there we go. Riot daily chart bullish, trying to fight back above the 200-week moving average. We'll see if it does. Puts in a higher low possibly. We gonna make it. I hope we all make it. Right? Just being aware of these possible lower highs. Just being aware of these bearish engulfing candles. Just being aware of these reverse candles. But doesn't mean it won't be putting in this higher low. Finding support of the trending dots and then take off to the upside from there. We'll continue to watch it. Wolf, they're all looking very similar. Iris Energy, maybe it comes back down the trending dots. Cypher Mining, right? Came below it and could see if we get back above it, right? So see if it puts in this higher low as well. What else? Anything else? Let's take a look at let's see. Tomas, Jesse, do you think Tesla will go below 190 soon? And if you also think it's a good opportunity to buy Lucid or Rivian, they are very low values and tempting to buy. So yeah, we covered Tesla. So hopefully that helped. On the daily chart, it's looking like, the possible could be finding a bottom on Tesla daily chart, not necessarily the weekly chart, but you have this bullish divergence, Tomas. You had a higher low, what looks like a higher low, a higher high. And so it seems like it's finding support on Tesla. So below 190, as of right now in the daily chart, I'm not finding it, but I don't give financial advice. So I'm not going to tell you if it's a good buy or sell, or if you should buy or sell, right? I'm never going to do that. I'm not even going to tell you to do that in the Discord, right? It's not a copy trading service. I'll show you what I'm looking at and what I think, but I won't tell you to do that. As far as Rivian, I'm going to say no because it is dropping down. Let's go to Rivian real quick. Rivian, and then we're going to get back to some of the stocks I want to take a look at. PayPal up 1.93%. Where is Rivian? There it is. It's ultra bearish on the daily chart. This would be guessing right now. Could this be the bottom? Sure. But this could have been the bottom too, right? This could have been the bottom one. Remember, it was ultra bearish, then it became bearish, and it was still bearish, right? There was no buy signal on Rivian, and the weekly chart was also bearish, right? So remember, the weekly chart was bearish, the daily chart was bearish, and there was no signs. There was starting to be signs of potential reversal, but there was no higher probability reversal on the weekly chart, right? It was possible it was putting in a higher low, but then it just took out the all-time lows, right? So no, definitely not for me. It doesn't mean it can't put in additional bullish divergence, but right now it's guessing. And so for me, I'm not here to guess, right? I'm not here to guess. I'm looking for higher probability reversals because I have real money at stake, right? And I'm not always going to be 100% accurate, even when you're waiting for a higher probability reversal. You're still not going to win 100% of the time, right? So there's no way I'm guessing here and ends up at $8 or whatever. Who knows where the bottom is? You never know. So no, for me personally, I'm stuck to the whole, waiting for a higher probability reversal. Whether that means, March, April, whenever that is, right? Whenever that is. So we'll watch it though. We'll watch it. So hopefully that answers the question. Can you check total two boss if BTC dominance starts to drop market? Yeah, we can take a look at it. If we have time. What's your take on? If not, I'll post it in the Discord some charts, Arnold. So I won't forget about you, my moderator, my man with the plan. What's your take on Gala, brother? We can take a look at it. Could you check BNC? Sure. All right, let's look at a couple more. Tomas, you got it. You're welcome. Let's look at a few more on the daily chart, and then we will look. Then we'll circle back to the requests. We're at 32 minutes, so we're going to get going, rock and roll. So real quick, what's Disney doing? Disney's still bullish. Don't forget this old gap fill has this new gap, right? So let's change this back to yellow gap, and then change the text, and there's a gap, right? So we'll put that on there like that. Don't forget about the gap. It was overbought. There was bearish divergence. It's possible it's coming back for a retracement on Disney. PayPal, we drew this out more than a week ago, right? More than a week ago. So it could take some time to play out. This could be the low still. This could be the higher low still. And we'll find out if it's going to find support here. Maybe it comes back test it, or it continues to put in higher lows. This is going to be your higher probability of the next bigger potential breakout, right? On PayPal, up 1.65%, but no buy signal, still below the trailing dots, still could take some time. Teladoc just dropped out of the floor yesterday, right? Just dropped, came all the way back down. Could possibly be a higher low, but nothing. It's still ultra bearish right now. So Unity Software breaking back down, had that sell signal on the 16th last Friday, and continues to be bearish on the daily chart. Will it find the bottom? Possible. It's possible it finds the bottom. Lemonade up 3%, right? Kind of drew this out. This potential path. Will it find, will it make a higher low, right? You got a low, possible higher low. Will it find support and then continue up after that? So kind of on that trajectory right now. We will see if it holds that or not. We had this kind of drawn out like this, right? That breakout there. We'll see if it continues to be bullish or not. That's Lemonade. AI pumped up, hit two targets, came all the way back down. This could be another higher low, possibly, right? Still going through this bottoming phase over here on AI. Has not even hit target 3 or target 4 yet. Path hit longer term target 1. Has not even hit any longer term targets over there. What else? Coin 3%. What's Coin doing? So it hit 3 of the 4 targets to the upside. Let's see. Is that
Nope, that looks like a lower high there, right? If you kind of take this off there for a second, you got potential lower high. So it's kind of in limbo right now. Could find support right now at this target area and possibly put in a lower high, but too early to say on coin. Can't really could just be letting the trending dots kind of catch up. It's still currently bullish right now on the daily chart. Let's see what else. What else? Anything else? Oh, you stuck around. You're still here. Smash the like button. Smash the subscribe button. I got one major chart to show you over here, and that is going to be Ethereum versus Bitcoin. Right. So if we zoom in on the daily chart, we talked about it. We covered it. There was a buy signal, came back down, put in a higher low, another buy signal, came back tested it. And then since that last buy signal on the 18th, it's been continuing to trend upward on Ethereum versus Bitcoin dominance daily chart. I've been posting it since, even on the Twitter X app, I've been posting it since February 13th. And here we are since February 13th, right? That's the 12th. Here's the 13th. I've been posting it even on the Twitter X app since then. And since then, it's continued to trend upward. So that's the daily chart. Now we're going to zoom on the weekly chart, right? So the weekly chart has a pending buy signal on this weekly chart. So this is what I was going to talk about in the Twitter X app spaces today, but it was going nowhere fast over there on that Twitter spaces. So here we are. Bullish divergence, right? Bullish divergence followed by a higher low, right? Not confirmed, but looks like a higher low. We got the green trending dots starting to curl back around, right? This is that based off the daily chart. Had a weekly candle close back above as well. And then now we have a pending buy signal again on the weekly chart. It's been in this downward trend since September 2022. So more than a year of consolidation, coiling, downward trend on Ethereum versus Bitcoin. And if you start to get a weekly close here, then the probabilities are continuing to increase that Ethereum is going to start to take a run to the upside and outperform Bitcoin to the upside even more so. And, so you get a candle close back above the 200-week moving average. That's bullish. You get a buy signal. That's bullish. You had bullish divergence, possible higher low, right? Then you start getting candle closes back above this downward trend line. That's bullish. That's another milestone. And target one's already been hit. This is target 2, target 3, and target 4. So we will see if we get a multi-week pump up, right? Or if it's a multi-month pump up, right? So could be that from March 2021 to December 2021, it outperformed Bitcoin. Actually, you could go all the way back to there, right? Outperformed Bitcoin for a long time. It has not really outperformed Bitcoin for more than a year. That's why I wanted to show you this chart, right? That's why you can see the excitement. That's why you can see, Bitcoin usually does the heavy lifting, right? Then Ethereum gets going. And then you start to see some of the other altcoins out there. However, Chainlink and Solana were kind of second in line. It went Bitcoin, Solana, Chainlink this time, and now Ethereum. And then we could possibly see some other ones after that. As you can see, Solana kind of took off in September, October. Same with Chainlink, right? This is the weekly chart. So Bitcoin led the way. Then it was Chainlink, Solana, and a couple of others, probably RNDR, right? Led the way. Usually Ethereum is like the second one, the second big one to go, right? And then you can start to see some of these other ones, right? Even AVAX took off to the upside back in November, but then you can start to see some of these other ones that have not yet, right? You've got let's start at the top. You got DOT versus BTC that hasn't even taken off yet. Excuse me. Let me grab a sip of water over here. You got DOT versus BTC. You've got Sand versus BTC. You can see once it takes off to the upside later on, right? It just really takes off to the upside. Just significantly takes off to the upside.
Will that happen again? Never a guarantee. We don't know, right? We don't know for sure. Near versus BTC started to make its move. Could be putting in a higher low at some point, but you can see it really outperformed Bitcoin back in 2021. Doge really took off to the upside, right? Cardano really outperformed Bitcoin in 2021. XRP, it's been a long time since XRP continues to be ultra bearish against Bitcoin. Pump and dump over here on XRP, right, has not really outperformed Bitcoin for a very long time. We're talking about like for a substantial amount, probably since 2018, right? So a lot of people will say it's because of the SEC lawsuits and stuff like that. Possibility, right? Could be a reason why, but it is ultra bearish on the weekly chart. Someone asked me about it the other day, I think. Still versus BTC, not a good bet. It's been in a bear market ever since, right? It's been in a bear market. So with that, let's circle back around on everyone's requests, and then we'll wrap it up here. We got about 4 minutes, trying to get this out within like 30 to 45 minutes, possibly. So Arnold, yes, sir. Thank you. You got it. 30 years fixed mortgage rates rising. Yep. 10-year yields, right? The 10-year yields and the 10-year yield chart and the 30-year mortgage rate charts, they're lined up very closely. XRP, SI, yep. Sorry, Matthew. We're due. Oh, I mean, to say that if you're holding XRP, to say that you're due after 6 years or five to 6 years, that's an understatement. That's an understatement. So I'm not holding XRP. But all right, let's circle back. All right, what else? Cover XRP, Matthew. Oh, you did want me to cover XRP. So that's XRP versus BTC weekly chart. The daily chart. Let's see. I mean, it's possible. It's possible it finds a bottom here, but it's guessing, right? It's possible it would have found a bottom back here. Possible it would have found a bottom here, here, here. They all look the same, right? Oversold, reverse the candle, pump up, drop down. Oversold, reverse the candle, pump up, drop down. Oversold, reverse candle, pump up, break all the way back down. Oversold, reverse candle. Oh my God, right? The same pattern over and over again. It would have been an amazing short, right? Just short every single one of these bounces all the way down. Hindsight. So that's XRP versus BTC. If we look at XRP, I had drawn this out. It was breaking out of this daily chart over here, Matthew. And so doesn't mean it's not a potential buy, right? It just means that Bitcoin is outperforming it, right? So you could just probably do better with Bitcoin when XRP versus Bitcoin. But it's possible this is another higher low and then a retracement. See if it puts in another higher low. You got a pending sell signal right now. So it's possible it starts to come back down like this and then maybe breaks out and goes for a longer run over on XRP. Maybe it doesn't come back down there. Who knows? Maybe it's just like that, right? It's possible. And then at that point, maybe XRP versus Bitcoin dominance is starting to reverse back around. But it's got some work to do, right? It's got some work to do. And it's the ultimate pump and dump, right? I personally don't trade XRP because what I've seen is it pumps hard and it dumps hard, right? So I've got enough of those that I trade. I don't need to trade another one of those. So hopefully that helps. Let me know if you have any follow-up questions, Matthew. What else? Yep. RDR. Yep. Got it. Tesla, we covered that one. Total. Hey, I'll just shoot you some Arnold. I'll shoot you some charts in the Discord on Total 2 Boss. You got it, and then we can kind of go back and forth over there if you have any questions. Gala, you got it. Gala. All right, I'm pretty sure I have it on here, but let me just type it in for see, got it over here. Let's see. I haven't looked at it, but remember, this was a nice pump up, right? Then this is looking like bearish divergence. Let's see. Yep, bearish divergence. And then came back down for this retracement and came back down 44%. broke back out, started to get candle closes back above, buy signal, came all the way back down, back tested the trending dots, and then found support and is looking bullish on the daily chart. So Gala is starting to look pretty good. Let's see if it gets past this retracement point, probably coming into target 3 or target 4 very closely, right? Eyeball test on it, probably got like target 1, target 2, target 3, maybe target 4, something like that. So if it gets back up, flips this resistance into support, then you can see it kind of like really take off to the upside after that. So that's Gala weekly chart, right? This could be the low over here in Gala weekly chart. This could be a higher low. You had a buy signal on the weekly chart here, back above the trending dots. It seems like, and obviously we don't give financial advice, do your own research. It seems like it's a good time to be in Gala. There we go. Emilio Aguilar, welcome back, my man. Can you check BNC? You got it. I think you have me check BNC on a regular basis, right? Is that you? Is that you, Emilio, that always want me to check BNC? I'm happy to do so. No worries. BNC USDT. Okay, there you go. Let's get back on the cursor over here. All right. It's still currently ultra bullish on BNC. It is pretty far extended away from the trending dots, right? And you can see it spiked all the way up, came all the way back down. That was a pretty big correction. I think it was like a 40% correction when you had me take a look at it. 42%, right? Yeah, it's me. Awesome. Ayan Anwari, thanks. You got it. Ollie. Hi, Ollie Kolak. Is that did I say it correctly? I tried to throw in an accent there. Kolak. I'm probably not even saying that correctly whatsoever. I apologize. I'm sorry. Yeah, so let's go back to BNC. So BNC, let's get back onto it. Where is it? Emilio. There we go. Yeah, so ultra bullish on the weekly chart still, right? Let's take a look at the monthly chart. It's not a lot of chart history, but RSI is gaining momentum on the monthly chart as well. Let's drop down the 2-week chart. 2-week chart had a buy signal back here on in December, and it's been bullish since. Don't be surprised if it comes back to retest the trending dots at some point. When we don't know, it's still currently bullish. Even RSI is currently at 70 right now, 69.70 right now. And if you look at the daily chart, you know, the daily chart looks a little bit different, right? So you do have bearish divergence, right? You do have bearish divergence, and it's getting back below the trending dots on BNC. So it is possible it comes back for a further correction. So, you know, if you get a candle close where it's at right now, it takes out that pivot low, and then maybe it puts in a lower high and then comes back down. But it hasn't even put in a lower low or a lower high yet. But something to be aware of that, you know, could see a possible pending sell signal in the near future. You had bearish divergence going back here, bearish divergence here, and then you could see a pending sell signal in the near future. RSI had a sell signal, but when the higher time frames are bullish, could find support and flip right back around, right? So that's BNC. Hopefully that helps. Awesome, Amelia. Cool. Way to come back, everyone. Good to see everyone back here. With that, hey, don't forget, besides that, we do have over here on Market Snipers services over here. We did add the yearly plan for $290. It's a 17% savings if you're interested in joining the Discord and getting the Sharpshooter Indicators 3.1. There is, by the way, I don't have any sponsors. I don't have any affiliate links, right? So I got to plug Market Sniper services over here every once in a great while, back-to-back days. But if you want a detailed information about the Sharpshooter Candles 3.1, I get a lot of questions on it. So I finally put it on the website. It's right there. If you want some talking points about Sharpshooter RSI 2.0 for the recorded coaching plan, which is a 30% discount, by the way. 30% discount over there for $660 a year. It's over there. With that, definitely follow me over on and subscribe over to the free indicator, the free newsletter over there, the indicator.pro. And I would appreciate all of your support as usual. Thanks again. And we will see you on tomorrow's live stream on Friday. Thank God it's Friday over there, over here, everywhere. And we'll see you on the next one. All right. Talk to you later.